For those of you that know me personally, you know that I absolutely love twerking. And I love it because it's not just fun, it's a really great workout. It's an amazing lower body workout. It's an amazing ab workout. It literally covers every single part of your body. And I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to the twerk outs, ignore my cat. I'm gonna get to some really cool twerk outs here in the future. But before I do that, I wanna make sure that everyone knows how to twerk. I did a Instagram story poll and found out that there's a couple people who maybe are not fully comfortable twerking, maybe don't know exactly how to twerk. There is a little bit of confusion as to how to make your butt move like that. So I'm gonna cover the super basic stuff here. It's not gonna be a how to dance sensually. It's just gonna be how to move your butt in the correct motion so that you can keep along for these twerk outs. And eventually you will get great at twerking. You don't need to be to do these twerk outs. You don't need to be great at twerking to do these twerk outs, but you do need to know the basics. So I'm gonna teach you the basics today, okay? We're gonna start with chair twerking. This is how you're gonna learn how to move your pelvis correctly. So, okay, grab a chair, meet you back here. All right, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with the cat in the background. It's just gonna happen. Crazy cat lady life. I wanna show you from the side to show you exactly how I'm gonna be angling my tushy and my pelvis. The thing to focus on here is it's less of a butt movement and it's actually more of a pelvis movement. If it helps you to think about it like that, you're bringing your pelvis forward and you're tilting it back. So it's a bit of an ab crunch as you bring your pelvis forward and then you're flapping it right back, okay? So it's something like that. All right, guys. All right, so we're gonna practice together, okay? Just, you're sitting completely straight back, like someone's pulling a string on the top of your head, straight back, okay? Once you're straight, lean your pelvis forward, almost like you're crunching in, forward, okay? Forward. Now you're gonna try back. Arch your back, right here, back. So neutral, forward, neutral, back. Neutral, forward, neutral, back. If you try to speed that up a little bit, you're gonna get kind of the start of the correct motion, okay? I want you to practice doing this for a little bit till you're comfortable with that motion. And then you can move on to adding a beat where you might get a little funky with it, right? Okay, so at the heart of it, it's a pelvis movement. It's not a butt movement. You don't have to have crazy butt muscles, although those will help you later on in slightly more complicated twerk moves, like isolated butt cheek movements. Those can be really cool, but for right now, hips, abs, pelvis, okay? Hips, abs, and pelvis. That back work here is pretty much if you're just doing cat-cow position for yoga, okay? You're curling it. You're just doing that cat-cow position, but you're bringing the whole pelvis into it. Okay? Good job. All right, so you've perfected the movement of the pelvis, forward, backward, forward, backward. Maybe you've practiced that on your own for a little bit. We're ready to take it down to the floor. So you're gonna give me just tabletop position, okay? I'll stand back in frame here. Tabletop position. Now this is what I was talking about, the cat-cow, right? Cat, cow, cat, cow. Think of those as sort of more macro movements, okay? We're gonna do micro versions of those located, in the pelvis, centrally located there. So rather than getting all crazy with it, you don't wanna look insane. You're gonna make that a slightly smaller movement, okay? If it helps you to widen your knees a little bit, you can bring them a little further than hip width is fine. Again, your feet, you don't have to be doing anything crazy with your feet right now. Some people are flexible enough to turn them outward. I'm not one of those people. Your footwork is really not important here. We're teaching just the basics of that butt movement so you can follow along for the twerk outs. So, macro, right? Macro movement. We're taking it down just to the micro, okay? So it's just that pelvis roll, okay? If you can do this on the floor, I promise you, you can do this standing up, okay? It's just a little more work on the quads is all. All right, guys, so we've done the pelvis work on the chair. We've moved it down to the floor where you can kind of practice that pelvis work a little bit more without the crutch and support of the chair. We're gonna take it straight up to standing now. So I promise you, you can do this. It's not scary. It's really not that silly. I know anytime you do something new, you know, you can kind of feel self-conscious doing it, kind of weird. It's just you in your house, baby. It's just me teaching you how to do it. It's not a big deal. We all had to learn how to twerk at one point. We didn't come out of our mama's hoo-ha's twerking, okay? Again, it's just a pelvis movement. I'm gonna teach you some pointers as you're standing to make it a little bit easier on you, but you got this. Just follow along. You got this. Okay, so now you know the basic pelvis movement of forward, backward. You're just crunching in, pushing out, crunching in, pushing out. If you can do the cat-cow move, you can twerk, okay? So we're bringing it standing. Most important thing about twerking, standing up, obviously, is levels, okay? Levels. You don't have to go too far low. This is really up to your personal body, your personal knees, your personal quad strength, whatever you're working with. But if you stick at it, I promise eventually you'll be able to go lower. Let's squat down a little bit. Knees more than hip width apart. Give me like a wide stance, okay? Just like we're gonna do wall squats or something, okay? Right here. I'll give it to you from the side. Right here, okay? Then we're gonna practice those pelvis tilts, okay? And you're just doing that. You see me moving, shifting weight from leg to leg. That is just to help me sort of displace the soreness that's gonna happen, okay? So you're just moving that pelvis. If it helps to think of it as lifting the butt up, bringing it down, that's all you're doing, okay? Right here. And yeah, it's a good workout because mama can feel it already, okay? Right here, okay? Woo. It's no joke. That was what, 10 seconds of twerking and I'm a little bit winded. It's no joke, okay? I'll give it to you from the back. No comments. Take it low. We're just lifting, putting down, lifting, putting down, lifting, putting down. From the front, you can think about it as crunching in, crunching out, crunching in, crunching out, okay? See? Just like that. If you can see how building from this can build to this, you know how to twerk. That's simple. So, let's try deep levels. Okay? When you get into the deep level, that's when the crunch becomes more important. You're really gonna have to keep those abs tight, crunch it in, okay? Take it low as you can. Kind of sink into those hips there, sink in, and just up, down, down. Just tilting that pelvis. It's a pelvis movement, guys. You got it. Great job. Practice that, practice, practice, practice. In a week, I will have a twerk out for you and you will be ready. Meet me there.